There are no accidents in this universe. The moment you pressed play on this video, something much larger than chance unfolded. You may believe you stumbled here randomly, but the truth is that you were guided. You were meant to hear these words at this exact moment in your life. Think about the impossible web of events that led you here. The choices you made today, the videos you didn't click, the distractions you resisted just long enough, the tiny shifts in timing that placed this message before your eyes. You are not hearing this because of coincidence. You are hearing this because destiny placed it here for you. And as you listen, you will begin to sense that this message is not coming from outside you, but from within you. These words are not random vibrations in the air. They are echoes of something your soul already knows. You have felt whispers of it in dreams, in moments of stillness, in the deep knowing that sometimes strikes you without explanation. This is your reminder. This is your confirmation. This is the universe leaning close and saying, "Pay attention." The timing is perfect. Perhaps you have been questioning your path, feeling stuck between who you once were and who you are becoming. Perhaps you have been carrying doubt, wondering if your dreams are foolish or impossible. Perhaps you have been searching for a sign, something that would tell you that you are not lost, that you are not wasting your effort, that you are moving in the right direction. That sign has arrived. It is here, in this moment, speaking directly to you. So let go of the thought that this is just another video. It is not. It is an invitation, an alignment, a call into something greater. The truth is, your life has been leading you here for longer than you realize. Every setback, every heartbreak, every delay, every twist in the road, all of it has been shaping you, preparing you, guiding you toward this moment of recognition. You may not have understood it at the time, but each step was purposeful. Each struggle carried a hidden gift. Each ending contained the seed of a beginning. And now, those seeds are ready to sprout. Destiny does not shout. It whispers. It nudges. It arranges subtle coincidences that the ordinary mind might dismiss. But once you learn to recognize the pattern, you realize that nothing has been random. That the timing of your encounters, the words you happen to hear, the moments that repeat again and again until you notice them, all of these are the language of the universe. And right now, that language is speaking through this message. You did not click play by accident. You were brought here because you are ready. Ready to remember your power. Ready to step into alignment. Ready to stop doubting and begin embodying. This is the exact moment the universe has chosen to deliver confirmation to you. So breathe deeply now. Let yourself feel the truth that rises in your chest. This is not about tomorrow or someday. This is about now. The shift you have been waiting for is not out there. It begins the moment you decide to receive it. And this message will take you on a journey into the nature of destiny itself, into the hidden order beneath what seems like chaos, into the recognition that your life has always been guided by something greater. You will learn why synchronicities appear when they do, why certain messages find you at precise moments, and why your future is already written in the field of infinite possibility, waiting for you to step into it. Stay with these words. Let them carry you. Because the deeper you listen, the more you will realize destiny brought you here and destiny is leading you forward. The message you were destined to hear. Have you ever noticed how certain moments in life feel almost scripted, as if someone had placed them in your path with precise intention? The way you meet a stranger at the exact time you need their guidance. The way a book falls into your hands and contains the very sentence that answers your question. The way a song seems to play at the exact moment you are lost in thought, carrying lyrics that speak directly to your soul. These are not accidents. They are synchronicities. Synchronicity is the universe's way of reminding you that reality is not random. It is a conversation between you and the field of infinite possibility. Every so-called coincidence is actually a clue a thread of meaning woven into the tapestry of your life. But to notice it, you must learn to see differently. You must train yourself to look beneath appearances and listen to the quiet rhythm that moves behind the noise of the world. The rational mind wants to dismiss synchronicities. It says they are chance, probability, the meaningless collision of unrelated events, but the soul knows better. The soul recognizes the order hidden within the chaos. The soul knows that you are in constant dialogue with the cosmos, and that the language of that dialogue is symbol, timing, resonance. Think of the times in your life when a door opened at just the right moment. Perhaps you were on the edge of giving up, and suddenly a new opportunity appeared. Perhaps you felt alone, and someone unexpectedly reached out. Perhaps you were lost in confusion, and the answer arrived through a whisper, a dream, or a stranger's words. These moments are synchronicities, and they reveal that destiny has been guiding you all along. And here is the deeper truth. The more you align with who you truly are, the more frequent and powerful these synchronicities become. When you live out of harmony, when you ignore your intuition, when you doubt your inner knowing, life feels heavy and disconnected. But when you return to your center, when you follow the quiet voice of truth, the universe seems to organize itself around you. What you need finds you. What you desire flows toward you. The path unfolds step by step as if lit by invisible lanterns. This is not magic. It is resonance. The universe is a mirror, and it reflects your state with perfect accuracy. When you live in fear, the mirror shows you obstacles. When you live in doubt, the mirror shows you confusion. But when you live in alignment, the mirror reveals order. It sends you synchronicities that confirm you are on the right path. It whispers through timing, through encounters, through signs that cannot be ignored. You are experiencing such a sign right now. This message is not random. It has found you because your soul called for it. Whether you realize it or not, you asked for confirmation. You asked for guidance. You asked for a sign that you are not lost. And this is the universe answering. Take this moment seriously. Do not brush it aside. Feel into it. Notice how your body responds. Notice the resonance in your chest, the quiet recognition in your mind. That is the signal of truth. That is your intuition confirming what you already knew. You did not stumble here by chance. You were guided here because you are ready to awaken to a higher rhythm of life. You are ready to see the hidden order behind the events of your days. You are ready to walk not in doubt, but in trust. And that trust will open the door to more synchronicities, more alignment, more effortless unfolding. Think of your life as a river. When you resist, when you cling to the rocks of fear and control, the current feels violent, pulling at you, dragging you. But when you release and trust the flow, the river carries you effortlessly. Synchronicity is the current showing you where to go. It is the river's way of saying, this is the direction. Follow this flow, trust this timing. And what is timing if not the heartbeat of destiny? Every event in your life has been part of a greater choreography. The missed opportunities, the closed doors, the heartbreaks, all of them were not punishments but preparations. The delay was not denial. The waiting was not wasted. It was alignment. The universe was arranging the perfect moment, not too soon, not too late, but exactly when you were ready to receive it. This is why this video has reached you now. Not earlier, not later, now. Because this is the moment when you are ready to hear it. This is the moment when the seed planted long ago within you is ready to bloom. This is the moment when destiny whispers, pay attention, this is the sign you asked for. And once you begin to see life in this way, everything changes. You no longer dismiss the small coincidences. You begin to see them as markers, like stars guiding a traveler at night. You no longer see delays as failures. You begin to understand them as alignments. You no longer see obstacles as punishments. You begin to recognize them as teachers, shaping you, preparing you, strengthening you. Destiny is not only in the grand events. It is in the details. It is in the words that arrive at the perfect moment, the faces that appear just when you need them, the timing of a video that finds you at the exact point of doubt or hope. The details are not random. They are the fingerprints of the universe reminding you that you are not alone. So let this moment remind you, you are exactly where you need to be. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not lost. Everything has been unfolding with perfect timing. And the synchronicities that will follow this moment will continue to guide you if you learn to notice them. From this day forward, decide that you will pay attention. Decide that you will look beyond appearances and listen for the quiet rhythm of destiny. Decide that you will treat coincidences not as accidents but as signs. Because once you do, you will realize that life has always been guiding you. The guidance was never absent. It was always there. You simply had to learn how to see. Synchronicities. Why nothing is ever random. There is a quiet voice inside you that has been speaking all along. Some call it intuition, others call it inner knowing, but whatever name you give it, it is the compass of your soul. This voice does not shout. It does not demand. It whispers. It nudges. It speaks in the subtle language of feeling and resonance. And though you may have ignored it in the past, though you may have doubted it or talked yourself out of following it, it has never abandoned you. It has been patiently guiding you, waiting for the moment when you would finally begin to trust. That moment is now. When you learn to listen to intuition, you begin to recognize that it is not separate from the synchronicities you encounter. They are two sides of the same conversation. Intuition is the inner voice of destiny, and synchronicity is its outer echo. One speaks within, the other appears without. Together they form a perfect dialogue between your soul and the universe. But here is the challenge. Intuition often leads you into paths that seem illogical to the rational mind. It will ask you to take leaps without visible guarantees. It will urge you to leave behind situations that appear comfortable, even if your soul has outgrown them. It will call you into opportunities that frighten you because they require you to expand. And this is why so many people ignore it. They prefer the certainty of logic over the mystery of destiny. Yet the truth is, the rational mind cannot see the whole picture. It cannot perceive the invisible connections, the intricate timing, the web of events being woven beyond your awareness. Intuition can. Intuition is the voice of that larger design. When you ignore it, life feels heavy, filled with unnecessary struggle. But when you follow it, life becomes lighter, filled with flow and alignment. And yes, sometimes following intuition will lead you into obstacles, but those obstacles are not punishments. They are part of the choreography. They are tests that refine you, shape you, prepare you. Every great story has moments of difficulty, and your soul knows this. It knows that without challenge, you cannot grow into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Think of the times when life seemed to push against you, when doors slammed shut, when plans collapsed. In those moments, it may have felt as though the universe was against you. But looking back, can you see how those very obstacles redirected you? How they closed the wrong doors so the right ones could open? How they forced you to develop strength, patience, or clarity you would never have found otherwise? This is the hidden design of obstacles. They are not detours. They are part of the path. They are the shaping force that aligns you with your destiny. Without them, you might never have been ready for the opportunities that awaited. Without them, you might never have discovered the depth of your own resilience. The soul does not fear obstacles. It understands them as catalysts. It arranges them with perfect timing, not to harm you, but to awaken you. Your soul knows that each challenge is an invitation to remember your power, to return to trust, to prove to yourself that you are guided. And this is why your soul orchestrates perfect moments. It knows exactly when to let you struggle and exactly when to deliver relief. It knows when to close doors and when to open them. It knows when to hide the path and when to reveal it. It is the master conductor of a symphony you cannot always hear, but which you are always a part of. Every so-called coincidence, every setback, every breakthrough is a note in that symphony. And when you step back, when you learn to trust, you begin to hear the music. You begin to realize that your life has always been guided by something greater than chance. You begin to see that you are not wandering through chaos, but moving through choreography. This is why you are here now. Not by accident, but by design. Your soul knew you needed these words. It knew the timing would be perfect. It knew you would recognize yourself in this message. And so it arranged the invisible threads to bring you here now to remember what you have always known but perhaps forgotten. Destiny does not need to shout. It only needs you to listen. And once you begin to listen, something remarkable happens. You stop resisting the flow of your life. You stop fighting the obstacles. You stop doubting the timing. Instead, you begin to trust. You begin to walk with a quiet confidence, even when the path is unclear. You begin to sense that every step is purposeful, even when it does not yet make sense. You begin to know that your life is not random, but intentional. Trust is the bridge between confusion and clarity. Trust is what allows you to walk forward even when you cannot see the whole map. Trust is the state of being that magnetizes synchronicities and accelerates alignment. And the more you trust, the more evidence the universe provides to confirm that trust. This is how destiny works. It gives you just enough light to take the next step. Not the whole staircase, not the whole journey, just the next step. And as you take that step in trust, more light appears. Another synchronicity, another sign, another opening. Step by step, trust by trust, the path unfolds before you. So pause for a moment now. Reflect on the obstacles that have shaped you. Notice how they were not random. Notice how they prepared you for this moment. Notice how, even in the darkest times, something within you carried you forward. That something is your soul, guiding you, orchestrating, aligning. The fact that you are here, listening to these words, is proof. Proof that you are guided. Proof that destiny has been weaving through your life all along. Proof that you are exactly where you need to be. The hidden design behind your struggles. One of the most persistent doubts people carry is the fear of being late. Perhaps you have felt it yourself, that nagging thought that you should have accomplished more by now, that you missed your chance, that others are ahead of you and you are somehow behind. This fear can be heavy, like a shadow that follows you everywhere, whispering that you are running out of time. But destiny does not keep score by the clock of human measurement. Destiny is not a race. It is alignment. And alignment always arrives exactly when it is meant to. You are never late for your own life. You cannot miss what was written for you. Think of nature. A flower does not bloom in January because another flower has already blossomed in spring. A tree does not rush its roots because its neighbor has grown taller. Each unfolds in its own rhythm, in its own perfect timing, guided by forces larger than itself. The sun does not rise too early. The moon does not delay its phases. The tides never miss their rhythm. And you are no different. You are woven into the same order, the same harmony, the same divine timing. When something has not yet appeared in your life, it is not because you are late. It is because the season is not yet right. The soil is still preparing. The roots are still forming. The alignment is still arranging. And when the moment is ready, it will bloom effortlessly, without strain, without delay, exactly on time. This is the hidden wisdom of waiting. Waiting is not punishment. Waiting is preparation. Waiting is the silent weaving of threads you cannot yet see. Waiting is the alignment of circumstances, people, and opportunities so that when the moment arrives, everything fits together with seamless perfection. Look back at your life and you will see it. Think of the times when something you longed for did not arrive when you wanted it. You may have felt frustrated, abandoned, forgotten. But when it finally came, when the door finally opened, you realized that the timing was perfect. If it had happened earlier, you would not have been ready. If it had arrived sooner, the foundation would not have been strong enough to hold it. Destiny waits until the alignment is whole. And here is the gift. When you trust this timing, peace replaces urgency. Gratitude replaces comparison. You stop measuring yourself against others. You stop rushing. You stop forcing. Instead, you begin to live with the quiet confidence that your life is unfolding exactly as it should. The truth is, you have never been behind. Every step, even the ones that felt like detours, has been part of your exact path. Every delay has shaped you. Every pause has prepared you. Every moment has brought you closer to the alignment you now stand in. And this moment, hearing these words, is part of that timing. This is your sign that you are not late. This is your confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. This is your reminder that destiny cannot be rushed and it cannot be missed. So release the weight of urgency. Release the fear that you have wasted time. Release the thought that your best days are behind you. They are not. Your best days are arriving, and they are arriving right on schedule. Think of the stars in the night sky. They appear timeless, eternal, yet each one burns with a precise rhythm, each one guided by cycles of unimaginable order. You too are a star, burning with your own timing, your own light, your own destiny. No other star can replace you. No other star can rush you. Your light is yours alone, and it shines exactly when it is meant to. Divine alignment is always unfolding, whether you see it or not. The people you are meant to meet are already moving toward you. The opportunities that belong to you are already forming. The circumstances you need are already aligning. You may not see the whole picture yet, but that does not mean it is absent. Just because the seed is beneath the soil does not mean the tree is not real. It is real. It is growing. It is preparing to break through at the perfect moment. And when it does, you will look back and understand why the wait was necessary. You will see how every pause, every delay, every detour was a part of the design. You will see that nothing was wasted, nothing was random, nothing was late. So breathe deeply now and let this truth settle in your heart. You are on time. You have always been on time. You cannot be late for what is yours. You cannot miss what belongs to your soul. You are exactly where you need to be, and the next step will reveal itself when the moment is ready. Trust this. Trust the timing of your life. Trust that destiny is never early, never late, but always precise. Trust that the alignment is already underway, even if you cannot yet see it. Trust that the universe has not forgotten you. It has been preparing you. This is why you were guided to this moment, to these words. To remember that you are safe in the timing of your own path. To release the fear of being late. To relax into alignment. To trust destiny more than doubt. Because when you live in that trust, you no longer waste energy on comparison or fear. You redirect that energy into presence, into gratitude, into living fully in the moment you are in, and that presence becomes magnetic. That gratitude accelerates alignment. That trust turns waiting into receiving. You are not waiting for your life to begin. You are already in it. And every moment, every breath, every step is part of the perfect unfolding. Perfect timing. Why you're never late for destiny. If timing is the rhythm of destiny, then resonance is its melody. Resonance is the invisible law that draws into your life the people, opportunities, and experiences that match the frequency you carry. You have heard the saying, like attracts like. Resonance is the deeper truth behind that phrase. The universe is a mirror, and it reflects not what you demand, but what you are. Think about a tuning fork. When one fork vibrates at a certain frequency, another fork tuned to the same pitch will begin to vibrate in harmony, even if they never touch. The sound travels through the air and awakens resonance in the other. The same principle is at work in your life. Your thoughts, your emotions, your inner state, they broadcast frequencies into the field of consciousness. And that field reflects back experiences that harmonize with your signal. This is why forcing and grasping rarely bring what you want. When you declare something with words, but your inner state contradicts those words, the field listens to your vibration, not your voice. If you say you are abundant but secretly fear scarcity, the field mirrors scarcity. If you affirm that you are loved but secretly carry loneliness, the field mirrors loneliness. If you tell yourself you are healthy while clinging to fear, the field mirrors the fear. But when your inner state and your desire are aligned, when you embody the feeling of already being what you seek, resonance works in your favor. The universe responds with uncanny precision. People appear who match your energy. Doors open as if by invisible hands. Opportunities flow toward you with synchronicity that feels like magic. And it is magic, not the illusion of tricks, but the deeper magic of resonance, the natural law of consciousness. You are living proof of this law. Think of the seasons in your life when everything felt heavy, when problems seemed to multiply, when you felt trapped in cycles of struggle. What was your inner state then? Was it not filled with worry, with doubt, with fear? And the field reflected those states with equal weight. But also think of the seasons when everything flowed, when opportunities seemed to chase you, when joy multiplied. What was your state then? Was it not filled with trust, with gratitude, with openness? The field reflected that too. This is the essence of resonance. The world outside you is a mirror of the world within you. When you change your inner frequency, the outer mirror cannot help but adjust. This is not philosophy. This is physics at the level of consciousness. And here is the liberating truth. You do not need to control the external world. You do not need to force people to behave a certain way or push circumstances into shape. All you need is to tend to your frequency. When you align your state, the field takes care of the rest. But how do you shift resonance? You begin by noticing what you are broadcasting now. Pay attention to your emotions, to your posture, to the words you speak silently to yourself. These are your signals. When you feel lack, your body contracts. When you feel abundance, your body relaxes. When you feel fear, your breath shortens. When you feel trust, your breath deepens. These are not small details. They are signals to the field. Resonance begins in awareness. And once you notice, you can choose. You can choose gratitude over complaint, trust over worry, love over fear. You can choose to embody the state of the self you wish to become, not someday, but now. This does not mean pretending. It does not mean lying to yourself. It means stepping into the vibration of completion even before the evidence arrives. Because in truth, the evidence is only a delayed reflection of the frequency you already hold. Think of a mirror. When you smile, the reflection smiles back. When you frown, the reflection frowns. The mirror does not create the expression. It only reflects it. The universe works in the same way. It is not withholding what you want. It is reflecting what you broadcast. Change the broadcast and the reflection must change. This is why gratitude is so powerful. Gratitude is not just a polite response to blessings. It is a frequency that declares to the universe, I already have. And when you embody I already have, the universe mirrors more of it. This is why love is magnetic. Love is not only an emotion you feel when someone enters your life. It is a frequency that says, I am already whole. And when you embody I am already whole, the universe reflects relationships that match. The law of resonance does not play favorites. It does not judge. It simply mirrors. And this is the greatest gift, because it means you are never powerless. You can always choose your state. You can always shift your broadcast. You can always tune yourself to a new frequency. From this moment forward, let resonance become your guide. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" begin asking, "What am I broadcasting?" Instead of asking, "Why does nothing change?" begin asking, "What is the signal I am sending?" Because once you shift the signal, the field will rearrange itself. It cannot do otherwise. And here is the key. You do not need to force resonance into place. You do not need to strain. The effortless state you touched earlier is the doorway. When you relax into trust, when you embody gratitude, when you surrender to alignment, resonance shifts naturally. The frequency rises without struggle. The field responds without delay. This is why your presence matters more than your effort. People will feel it when you shift. They will respond differently to you without knowing why. Opportunities will align because the field is rearranging itself. Synchronicities will multiply because you are broadcasting coherence. So breathe into this truth now. You are not chasing a future. You are tuning yourself to a frequency. And once you tune, reality tunes with you. You are not powerless. You are resonance itself, vibrating with the frequency of your chosen destiny. And the more you embody that frequency, the more life reflects it with precision and grace. The law of resonance that shapes your reality. When you begin to live in resonance, when you embody the frequency of your chosen reality, the world around you cannot help but respond. The shift is subtle at first, but undeniable. Conversations feel different. Encounters feel charged with meaning. Doors that once stayed shut begin to creak open. Opportunities that once felt impossible begin to move toward you as if carried by unseen hands. And nowhere is this more obvious than in your relationships. People are mirrors of frequency just as much as events are. When your inner state changes, the dynamics of your connections shift too. Those who resonate with your new frequency are drawn closer, while those who no longer match may begin to drift away. This can be confusing at first. You may wonder why certain friendships fade, why some relationships feel uncomfortable, why people who once mattered so much no longer feel aligned. But this is not loss. It is resonance. The field is reorganizing your connections so that your circle matches the frequency you now embody. Think of it like tuning a radio. When you move to a new station, the static disappears and the signal becomes clear. The voices and songs you hear are different because you have tuned differently. The same is true of your relationships. As you tune to new frequencies, new people enter your life. They appear with uncanny timing, as if the universe had been waiting to introduce them to you. They feel familiar, as though you have known them before. That familiarity is resonance. It is the recognition of shared frequency. And it is not only people. Opportunities respond the same way. When you embody abundance, opportunities for prosperity seem to multiply. When you embody creativity, inspiration flows more freely. When you embody love, experiences of connection blossom all around you. You may find yourself at the right place at the right time, again and again, in ways that defy ordinary explanation. This is synchronicity in action, the outer reflection of your inner state. Synchronicities are not random. They are confirmations. They are the universe echoing back to you. Yes, you are aligned. Yes, you are on the right path. Yes, keep trusting. The more you notice them, the more they multiply. It is as if the universe delights in showing you its responsiveness, like a dance partner twirling you with perfect rhythm. Have you ever noticed how once you focus on something, it seems to appear everywhere? You buy a certain kind of car, and suddenly you see it on every street. You think about a number, and it begins showing up on clocks and receipts. You decide on a goal, and conversations, books, and signs seem to point directly toward it. This is not coincidence. This is the law of resonance, sharpening your awareness and aligning external events with your internal focus. The key is to stop dismissing these synchronicities as mere chance. Begin to treat them as guidance, as reassurance, as conversation with the universe. When you see repeating numbers, when you hear the same phrase from different people, when opportunities line up with uncanny precision, pause and pay attention. Ask yourself, what is this pointing me toward? What is the message hidden here? Because the universe speaks in symbols as much as in events, and the more fluent you become in its language, the clearer the guidance becomes. And as your awareness deepens, you begin to notice that synchronicities are not only about guidance. They are also about acceleration. They collapse time. They shorten the gap between desire and experience. They align resources and people with such precision that what might have taken years arrives in weeks or days. It feels miraculous, but it is not outside the laws of reality. It is the natural unfolding of resonance when you live in trust. The reason synchronicities multiply when you are aligned is simple. The field is coherent. When your frequency is scattered, the field mirrors scattered results. But when your frequency is clear, the field aligns. It arranges external reality to match your state with mathematical precision. This is why those who embody coherence often feel as though life itself is conspiring in their favor. In truth, it is. But coherence does not mean perfection. It does not mean you never feel fear, never doubt, never wobble. It means that your dominant state remains aligned. Even if you fall into fear for a moment, you return to trust. Even if doubt whispers, you lean back into certainty. Even if circumstances shake you, you steady yourself quickly. This steadiness, this consistency, is what builds coherence. And coherence is what creates the flood of synchronicity. So notice your life now. Pay attention to the people who are appearing. Pay attention to the opportunities that are unfolding. Pay attention to the signs that repeat. These are not random details. They are confirmations that your resonance is shifting. They are proof that your inner state is shaping your outer reality. And here is the beauty. You do not need to chase these synchronicities. You do not need to manipulate them. You only need to embody alignment, and they will find you. They will multiply on their own, as natural as ripples spreading from a single stone in a still pond. This is how relationships transform. This is how opportunities accelerate. This is how synchronicities multiply. Not through strain, but through resonance. Not through force, but through alignment. Not through chasing, but through becoming. And when you live this way, you begin to trust life in a way you never trusted before. You stop asking, will it happen? You begin to know it is already happening. You stop doubting, am I lost? You begin to know, I am exactly where I need to be. You stop wondering, is this coincidence? You begin to know, this is confirmation. Your energy is the magnet. Your state is the selector. Your resonance is the law. And when you live from this truth, life cannot help but mirror it. So breathe into this now. Feel the shift in your chest as you remember that you are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are not waiting for luck. You are not powerless. You are resonance itself, broadcasting into the field, and the field is listening. The more you align, the clearer the response. The more you trust, the faster the confirmation. The more you embody, the more reality mirrors your choice. This is the dance of synchronicity. This is the gift of alignment. This is the path of destiny unfolding through resonance. How alignment attracts people, opportunities, and signs. The moment you begin living in resonance, the effects ripple far beyond your personal life. You may think your practice of alignment is only for you, that your abundance, your peace, your love, your clarity are private matters. But in truth, every state you embody contributes to the collective field. You are not an isolated drop in the ocean. You are the ocean itself in a drop. And when your vibration changes, the water around you moves with it. This is why the work you do within yourself is never selfish. Each time you shift into coherence, you are broadcasting a frequency that others can feel, even if they do not understand why. Your calm steadiness becomes contagious. Your trust dissolves the fear in those around you. Your abundance reminds others that prosperity is possible. Your love awakens forgotten tenderness in the hearts of those you meet. This is the essence of a permission field. A permission field is not created by your words, but by your presence. It is the silent signal that radiates from you when you embody truth. Without speaking, you are saying to the people around you, "This is possible." When you embody love, you give others permission to love more deeply. When you embody trust, you invite others to release their doubt. When you embody abundance, you show that scarcity is not the only song. Your very being becomes an invitation. Think back to the people who have inspired you most. Perhaps they were teachers, mentors, or even strangers whose presence touched you. Often it was not their words that left the deepest impression. It was the energy they carried. Something about them awakened a possibility within you, something you may not have believed until you felt it radiating through them. That was a permission field. And now, you are becoming that for others. As more of us step into alignment, these permission fields begin to overlap, weaving into something larger than any individual. They create a lattice of coherence in the collective field. What once felt impossible begins to feel normal. What once was rare becomes accessible. This is how collective shifts occur. Not through argument, not through force, but through resonance. The same is true with consciousness. When you embody sovereignty, you make it easier for others to step into their own sovereignty. When you embody love, you strengthen the field of love for humanity. When you embody peace, you add weight to the collective possibility of peace. Every choice you make to live from alignment is not only shaping your timeline but influencing the timeline of the whole. This is why your practice matters more than you realize. It is not just about your life. It is about the awakening of humanity. The ripple of your frequency touches people you will never meet. It travels farther than you can imagine. Every breath you take in coherence sends a subtle wave into the field. Every act of love strengthens the grid of possibility. Every moment of trust expands the resonance of faith across the world. And here is the beauty. You do not have to try to influence anyone. You do not need to preach or convince. You do not need to prove anything. Influence happens naturally through resonance. When you embody truth, others feel it. When you radiate coherence, others sense it. They may not even know why, but something awakens in them, something stirs, something remembers. This is the collective awakening. Not a single dramatic event, but the gradual rising of resonance as more and more individuals embody truth. And right now, you are part of that rising. By listening to these words, by aligning with these truths, by choosing coherence in your daily life, you are helping to weave the fabric of a new reality. You may wonder, can my frequency really matter that much? The answer is yes, because consciousness is not measured by volume but by coherence. A single candle can light a room of darkness. A single drop of dye colors an entire glass of water. In the same way, a single individual living in deep alignment can shift the resonance of hundreds, even thousands, simply by being. And when enough of us embody together, thresholds are reached. Just as a small push can cause a boulder to roll, just as one final drop of water can tip the scale, there comes a point when collective resonance tips. The old paradigms collapse. The new becomes inevitable. We are moving towards such a tipping point now. So feel the dignity of your role in this. You are not only manifesting for yourself, you are seeding the collective with frequency. You are strengthening the lattice of coherence. You are building permission fields that will ripple for generations. The child who grows up in a world with more love than fear will inherit your resonance. The stranger who feels calm in your presence will carry that calm into their own life. The unseen ripples of your embodiment will travel farther than you can imagine. This is why you did not find this by accident. You were guided here not only for your own awakening, but for the role you are meant to play in the awakening of others. Destiny brought you here because you are ready to embody more, to radiate more, to become a signal of truth in a world that has forgotten its own song. So stand in this knowing. Your presence matters. Your resonance matters. Your coherence matters. You are part of something vast and beautiful, something greater than your mind can yet grasp. You are part of humanity's remembering. And every moment you choose love over fear, trust over doubt, sovereignty over victimhood, you are writing not only your own story, but the story of the collective. This is the power of resonance. This is the gift of permission fields. This is the meaning of your awakening. Your energy awakens others, the ripple effect. When you begin to see synchronicity in your personal life and resonance in the collective, another truth begins to emerge. Destiny itself is alignment. Destiny is not some rigid script carved in stone before you were born. It is not a fixed track where you are dragged along without choice. Destiny is a living field of possibilities, each one waiting for your alignment to activate it. It bends, it responds, it shifts in harmony with your consciousness. And when you embody coherence, you lock into the timeline that was always meant for you. This is what alignment truly means. It is not forcing yourself into someone else's path. It is not contorting yourself to meet society's expectations. It is the opposite. Alignment is becoming so deeply yourself that you fall into rhythm with the universe itself. It is walking the path that feels inevitable not because it is imposed upon you, but because it arises effortlessly from who you are. Think of an instrument tuning to the right pitch. When the note is off, the music feels strained. But when it clicks into tune, the sound flows with natural beauty. That is alignment. It is the moment when your choices, your desires, your opportunities, and your energy harmonize with the deeper song of existence. And here is the mystery. Alignment never arrives late. It always comes precisely when it must. This is what we might call quantum timing. Quantum timing is the orchestration of events beyond what the rational mind can predict. It is the reason you meet the right person at the exact moment you need them. It is why a chance conversation shifts the course of your life. It is why certain opportunities vanish, only to reappear years later when you are finally ready. Quantum timing is the hand of destiny arranging the pieces on the board with perfect precision. It may not feel perfect while you are waiting. The ego wants everything now. The mind believes it knows the right schedule, but the soul sees differently. It knows that rushing would only fracture the design. It knows that every delay is weaving threads you cannot yet see. It knows that what is meant for you will arrive at the moment when both you and the world are prepared to receive it. This is why you are hearing these words now and not last year, not 5 years ago, not tomorrow. This is your quantum timing. You did not stumble here. You were guided. The alignment has brought you to this precise point because now you are ready to remember more of who you are. Now you are ready to embody more of your destiny. Now you are ready to trust what your soul has been whispering all along. So ask yourself, what has been calling to you lately? What desire will not leave you alone? What dream continues to return, no matter how much you try to push it away? That longing is not random. It is a compass. It is your destiny pulling you into alignment. The dream exists because it is already alive in the field of possibility. And the fact that you feel it is proof that it belongs to you. But here is the secret. Destiny is not just about what you receive. It is about what you give. You were guided here not only for your own awakening, but because the world needs what only you can offer. The timing of your life is not only about personal success. It is about the role you play in the greater unfolding of consciousness. Your alignment creates ripples that extend far beyond your own experience. Your embodiment strengthens the field for all. And this is why destiny is never selfish. When you step into coherence, when you embody your truth, when you follow the timing of your soul, you serve the collective automatically. Your resonance uplifts others. Your courage inspires others. Your alignment creates a path that others can follow. You become a living example, not through effort, but through authenticity. Perhaps you doubt this. Perhaps you think, how could my small life matter so much? But remember, consciousness is not measured by size, but by frequency. A single spark can ignite a forest. A single note can shift the entire harmony. A single presence can awaken countless others. And you are that presence, here and now, guided to these words because you are meant to remember your role. You did not find this by accident. This message has found you because destiny has reached the moment of activation. The timing is precise. The alignment is complete. You are being invited to step into a higher version of yourself, to release doubt, to embrace trust, to walk forward with courage. Every obstacle you have faced has prepared you. Every delay has refined you. Every synchronicity has guided you. And now, all of it has brought you here to this moment of recognition. This is not coincidence. This is confirmation. So take a breath and let yourself feel the weight of this truth. You are ready. You are guided. You are aligned. And your destiny is unfolding now, not in some distant future, not in a vague someday, but here, in this exact moment. The signs will continue to multiply. The synchronicities will continue to guide you. The opportunities will continue to align. Because once you say yes to destiny, the field responds with unwavering precision. It clears paths you could never have imagined. It arranges connections you could never have planned. It opens doors that once seemed impossible, all because you chose to align with what was always waiting for you. And as you walk this path, remember, alignment is not about striving. It is about surrender. Destiny does not demand force. It asks only for trust. It asks only that you say yes, that you remain open, that you step forward with the courage of one who knows they are guided. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And the fact that you are here, hearing this message, is proof. Proof that destiny is alive within you. Proof that you are being guided. Proof that the timing is perfect. Quantum timing and the higher purpose of your life. The further you walk this path, the more you begin to sense that what destiny is calling you into is not entirely new. It feels familiar, as if you are remembering something you have always known. This is because the journey of destiny is not about becoming someone else. It is about remembering who you already are. There is a self within you, vast, radiant, timeless, who has always been whole. This self has never doubted, never been lost, never been late. It has always known the path, even when you did not. It has always held the vision, even when you could not see. It has always carried the strength, even when you felt weak. That self is your higher self, your eternal identity beyond the illusions of time and fear. When you embody backward manifestation, when you live in resonance, when you trust divine timing, you are not constructing this higher self. You are aligning with it. You are stepping into the truth of who you have always been. Think of your life as a play. For years you may have been caught up in one character, wearing the costume, speaking the lines, believing that role was all you were. But beneath the costume, you are the actor. You are the one who can step into any role. You are the awareness behind the character. And now, your higher self is inviting you to step into the role you were always meant to play. This is why the message feels like a remembrance. These words echo inside you because your soul recognizes them. It is not learning something new. It is waking up to what it already knew. The recognition brings chills, tears, or a quiet resonance in your chest. That is your soul whispering, "Yes, this is true. Yes, this is who I am. Yes, this is what I came here for." And the more you embody this remembrance, the more your outer life transforms. You begin to carry yourself differently. Your decisions shift. Your posture radiates quiet confidence. Your eyes shine with a light others cannot quite name. You are no longer pulled around by fear or scarcity. You move with the steadiness of one who knows they are guided. But embodiment is not only internal. It is lived in action. To embody your higher self is to let that truth shape your choices. It is to ask, what would the version of me who is already aligned do here? How would they respond? What energy would they carry? And then to live from that state now, not later. This is how destiny becomes reality. Not through waiting for the perfect future, but through embodying the frequency of that future in the present. When you embody your higher self now, reality reorganizes itself to mirror that state. The opportunities that belong to your destiny appear. The relationships that support your path arrive. The synchronicities multiply to guide your steps. Your higher self is not distant. It is not waiting at the end of the road. It is here, now, woven into every breath. The moment you choose to align, you collapse the distance. The moment you embody, you step into the identity that has been calling you all along. And this embodiment is not selfish. It is sacred service. Because when you live as your higher self, you radiate permission for others to do the same. Your presence becomes a signal of remembrance. Without words, you remind others of their own truth. Without trying, you awaken possibilities in those around you. Your life becomes a living teaching, not through performance, but through authenticity. This is why your awakening matters. It is not only for you. It is for everyone whose path intersects yours, for everyone touched by your resonance, for everyone who feels your presence. You may never know the full impact of your embodiment, but the field knows. The ripples travel farther than you can measure. So breathe into this remembrance. Let it anchor into your body. You are not small. You are not lost. You are not late. You are vast, radiant, eternal. You are the dreamer and the dream. You are the soul that chose this path, the consciousness that shaped this destiny, the awareness that is now remembering. And as you remember, you begin to live differently. You stop chasing signs and start recognizing yourself as the sign. You stop begging for proof and start radiating proof. You stop asking for destiny to arrive and start embodying the truth that destiny is already here. This is the power of remembrance. It collapses distance. It dissolves waiting. It replaces doubt with knowing. And from this knowing, you live with a clarity that cannot be shaken. Let this message remind you, you did not find this by accident. You were guided here to remember, to embody, to live as the higher self you have always been, to step into the destiny that is not waiting, but present, alive, and unfolding now. Soul remembrance. Becoming who you already are now, we arrive at the final chapter of this message, the moment where the threads of remembrance, resonance, and destiny weave into a single truth. And that truth is this: you are not waiting for your life to begin. You are already in it. Destiny is not somewhere far away. It is here now, alive in every breath you take. For so long you may have believed destiny was something you had to chase, something you had to earn, something hidden at the end of a long road. But what you have discovered through these words is that destiny is not forward. It is not distant. It is here, in the alignment of your present state. Every moment you embody coherence, you are living your destiny. Every choice you make from trust rather than fear is a step into sovereignty. Every breath you take in remembrance strengthens the reality you were always meant to live. You did not find this by accident. You were guided here because you are ready. Ready to stop doubting. Ready to stop waiting. ready to embody who you already are. The synchronicities that led you here, the perfect timing of this moment, the resonance you feel in your chest, all of it is confirmation. This is the universe saying, you are prepared. Step fully into yourself. What does it mean to live as destiny? It means walking each day with the awareness that nothing is random. Every encounter, every obstacle, every blessing is part of the choreography. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a participant in a larger design. When you meet someone who inspires you, destiny is at work. When you face a challenge that sharpens you, destiny is at work. When you hear a message at the exact moment you needed it, destiny is at work. The more you recognize this, the more you relax into trust, and the more effortlessly the design unfolds. Living as destiny also means sovereignty. Sovereignty is the recognition that your frequency is the origin point of your reality. It is understanding that you are not powerless, that you are not waiting for luck, that you are not at the mercy of others. You are the signal that shapes the field. You are the resonance that determines what arrives. You are the dreamer and the dream. And when you live from sovereignty, you no longer plead with life, you declare it. You no longer chase signs. You embody them. You no longer wonder if you are enough. You know you are already complete. And this completeness is the final revelation. The journey of destiny was never about finding what you lacked. It was about remembering that you never lacked at all. The abundance you seek is already within you. The love you crave is already radiating through you. The peace you long for is already your natural state. The destiny you desire is not waiting. It is living through you now, in every heartbeat, in every breath, in every choice to embody truth. So pause in this moment and feel the truth of it. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not broken. You are aligned. You are guided. You are whole. And the fact that you are here, listening to this message, is the final confirmation. This is your sign. This is your awakening. This is destiny speaking to you directly. From this day forward, live as though every moment is sacred. Walk as though the ground beneath you is alive with guidance. Speak as though your words are shaping reality. Love as though every heart you touch is an echo of your own. Live as destiny, not someday, not in the future, but now. Because this is the invitation. This is why you were guided here. This is the reminder you asked for. You didn't stumble onto this message. You were brought here. You were meant to hear these words at this exact moment because you are ready to step into a higher alignment, ready to embody sovereignty, ready to live not as one who hopes, but as one who knows. So breathe deeply, anchor this truth, and carry it with you. Every time you doubt, remember this moment. Every time you fear, return to this remembrance. Every time you wonder if you are guided, recall the synchronicities that led you here. You did not arrive here by accident. You were led here by destiny. And now, as you step forward, walk with the knowing that you are not searching for signs. You are the sign. You are not waiting for permission. You are the permission. You are not chasing destiny. You are destiny, alive and embodied in this very moment. The universe has whispered. You have heard. The timing is perfect. The alignment is complete. The next chapter of your life begins now. Living as destiny. The final step into sovereignty. We have walked through synchronicity, timing, resonance, obstacles, and remembrance. Now we arrive at the heart of it all, the truth that you are destiny itself. You are not separate from it. You are not chasing it. You are not waiting for it to arrive. You are living it, breathing it, embodying it right now. For too long you may have believed your life was something you had to catch up to, that destiny was waiting somewhere down the road. But everything we have explored has been leading you to this realization. Destiny is not distant. It is not hiding. It is not postponed. It is here, woven into every step, every breath, every choice you make in alignment with your truth. This message found you for a reason. It came to you at the exact moment when you were ready to hear it, to remember it, to embody it. You didn't stumble here. You were guided. The same force that aligns stars in the cosmos has aligned your path to this moment. And it did so because the time has come for you to claim what has always been yours. To live as destiny means to live in sovereignty. Sovereignty is not about controlling everything. It is about remembering that you are the origin point of your reality. Your frequency sets the tone. Your state shapes the reflection. Your resonance invites the experiences that meet you. When you live as destiny, you stop pleading with life to give you what you want. You start declaring, through your presence and your embodiment, who you already are. This shift is subtle but transformative. Instead of asking, "Will it happen for me?" you begin to say, "It is happening through me." Instead of wondering, "Am I enough?" you know, "I have always been complete." Instead of waiting for proof, you become the proof. This is the final secret of destiny. You are not becoming. You are remembering. Every obstacle you have faced was not a detour but preparation. Every delay was not denial but alignment. Every synchronicity was not random but a confirmation. And all of it has led you here to this moment of awakening. This is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a new way of living, living as one who knows they are guided, one who trusts the timing, one who embodies the truth of their higher self. So what does this look like in your daily life? It looks like walking through the world with quiet confidence, knowing that every encounter has meaning. It looks like releasing urgency and embracing presence, because you trust that what is meant for you cannot miss you. It looks like choosing love when fear tempts you, choosing trust when doubt whispers, choosing gratitude when scarcity tries to distract you. These small choices are not small at all. They are the embodiment of destiny. They are the building blocks of sovereignty. And as you embody this, the world shifts. People notice something different about you. They cannot always name it, but they feel it. They are drawn to your presence. They are calmed by your steadiness. They are inspired by your alignment. Without trying, you become a permission field for others. Without effort, you awaken remembrance in those around you. You show, by your being, that destiny is not a distant dream but a living reality. This is why you were meant to hear this. This is why the timing is now, because your embodiment matters. Your resonance matters. Your sovereignty matters. Not only for you, but for the collective field. Every time you live in alignment, you strengthen the web of coherence for humanity itself. Every choice you make to embody your higher self sends ripples into the world, ripples that touch lives you may never know. You are not small. You are not powerless. You are not late. You are part of something vast, something timeless, something divine. You are a thread in the great tapestry of awakening, and your thread is essential. Without it, the design would not be complete. So as we close this message, let it settle deeply within you. You did not find this by accident. You were guided here because you are ready, ready to stop waiting, ready to stop doubting, ready to step fully into who you are. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is destiny speaking directly to you. From this day forward, live as though every moment is sacred. Walk as though the ground beneath your feet is alive with guidance. Speak as though your words shape the field. Love as though every heart you touch is part of your own. Live as destiny itself, not someday, not in the future, but now. Because the truth is undeniable. You are the dreamer and the dream, the creator and the creation, the signal and the reflection. You are destiny, embodied. And the next chapter of your life begins the moment you choose to remember this. So breathe deeply. Anchor this truth. Carry it with you into every step ahead. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to arrive here. You were meant to remember. And now you are meant to live it.